score Lindsey Wilson 7, Elizabeth 4, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain seated for the coaching presentation coming up in just a few minutes.
Hi, this is Chris Wells with LWC All Access, and I'm sitting alongside the newest tournament champion, Coach Ashley McCool, as she led her Blue Raiders tonight to the Mid-South Conference Championship. How does that feel? I mean, we're just a couple minutes out of the mob on the field and the celebration in the locker room, but it's got to feel great.
It does. It feels great. You know, this is what we've practiced for all year long, and I mean, these girls, since they were 6 and 7, have been practicing for this moment. And me being new as a head coach, it's just, I never would have guessed we would be in this position, but it's just awesome feeling.
Let's go back to February, March, when we were in this locker room for the first time. There was a poster on the wall. I remember it well. It had a path down to Mobile. I know that's where you had a preseason tournament. And then it was to Danville, and then on to Decatur. And you had to take a little bit of a pit stop back here at Lindsey Wilson Park because of the rain last week at Danville. But, boy, it's got to be great to know that that final destination is Decatur.
Yep, it has. I tell the girls all the time that every season is a journey, and I want them to have that roadmap in their head. First it was the big trip to Mobile to compete with all the top-ranked teams, and then it was the regular season conference, and now it's the conference tournament, and now it's Decatur. I think they've always had the state of Alabama and Decatur in their heads, and that's what
So you lose the first game. I know you don't want to talk about that too much, but it was a great game, 3-1. There was a lot of momentum swings during that game. But what did you tell the girls leading up to this second game after just losing the opener today?
I think we were well rested, and this was going to be their third game of the day. And also, we're at home field. I think we were a little bit tense and playing a little bit out of sync, but I think just relax and just play what we've been practicing, for weeks on now, and we just came together and just clicked. So.
We've talked about all season long how it's a great weapon that you have, the two-headed monster of Angelo Ramirez and Morgan Pascal. It really showed it today because Angelo didn't have it in the first game. Morgan came in and really did a number, gave you a chance to win that second game. And then in this game, Morgan starts out, kind of struggled a little bit, and Angelo came in and was phenomenal the rest of the way. It's good coaching, right?
Well, I like to think that. I tell myself that. But just having them, the 1-2 is great. They keep hitters off balance, and throwing Angie in there, you got to adjust to speed and the rise ball, and Morgan is total opposite. So with girls, just having that mental aspect and them just having to change things up.
How big was the first inning? Scoring early and getting that momentum. I know, obviously, you want to put some runs on the board, something you didn't get to do a lot of in the first game, but it had to be big scoring that first inning.
Sure. I mean, anytime you score first, it kind of takes the pressure off you, and also gives our pitchers a lot of confidence. Angie's at her best when she knows she has a few runs to work with, and she just is real dominant, and it gives us confidence, and we didn't stop after that. So.
Last time we talked on LWC Access, Dan White, the assistant SID, interviewed Kelly McCarty, and tonight she hits a grand slam. That's there's not a better kid. I mean, Kelly's terrific. We all know that. But boy, talk about a little bit about what it meant, you think, for her hitting that grand slam.
Kelly, she is one of our big-time leaders, and she will do anything that you ask of her, and I think that she is the most deserving to have that. She was due a huge hit, and she just, even before the game, she's like, Coach, I want this. I want it so bad. And there was no question in my mind that I knew she could do it, and she's just been great for us all year.
The anticipation all week long leading up from getting rained out at Danville to today. I know you guys were just wanting to play every day. I can only imagine what it's going to be now that you know that you have to play or get to play in the Nationals here in 2 weeks. What are you going to do now? How do you pull the reins back a little bit?
I know. I just think you stick to what works and just the basics and the fundamentals, and you just keep doing game-like situations and just keep that competition up. You always need to have that competition in your practices, and when you get to the games, it's like you're used to it.
Sounds like a true coach. Not only a true coach, but the coach of the year in the Mid-South Conference, and now the coach of the Mid-South Conference Tournament Champions and the first ever trip to the NAIA National Tournament. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ashley McCool, I'm Chris Wells for LWC All Access.
We're here with Kelly McCarty, the first baseman for Lindsey Wilson. Just won our first conference title since 2005, going to the Nationals, and Kelly had a grand slam in the first game. Kelly, talk about that at bat. What was going on in that bat? Do you remember the pitch at all?
I was just up to hit, and there it went. I didn't even think about it.
Were you expecting, you hit it opposite field, usually you hit them over to left field. This one went way outside in right field. Is that somewhere you typically hit home runs?
Not at all. It was a surprise. I tricked them.
Gotcha. And how many home runs that is on the season?
4.
That's 4 home runs. Well, that was a big one. It's taking us to Nationals, and now that you know you're going, how does it feel?
Amazing, amazing.
Is this what you've been working for all year, what you put the hard hours in for?
Yep.
And so once you get to Nationals, do you think you all had the momentum going where you can not just get there but make a deep run?
Yeah, I think we have a really good shot with everybody. We're doing good right now. We're on a roll.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much.
Number 1 to Bama, we are going to Bama.
Here with Angeville Ramirez, who was in the circle pitching for Lindsey Wilson when they just won their first conference title since 2005. And Angie, how did that feel to get that last out and see your teammates come running out? How does that feel?
The field is good, amazing. I was ready for it, I know that my team was there for me and I was there for them. So
you started out the game and you actually got to finish the game. They're going to take you to Nationals. Now you know you're there at Nationals, and what do you expect them to do in Alabama? You don't just think about just getting there. You actually want to win some games, don't you?
Yes, I want to win the tournament. That can beat us. They're the first place.
All right, Angie. Well, it was great watching you there on the mound and seeing y'all celebrate, and we'll be looking forward to your results in Alabama. So thank you.
Thank you.
College Athletics Director Willis Cooler presents the Mid-South Conference Tournament.